Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will review a short video that talk about awareness on sex education. The reason behind the creation of this video is because we want to show people the importance of sex education. Until these days, Malaysians still thinks that sex education is a sensitive topic and should not be publicly talked about. But due to the rise of technology, children can easily access any social media platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and so on. And all these platforms are sometimes used to share the video about sexual content. What if these children watch that video and think that sexual behavior is a normal thing and imitate it? What about the bad effect? What about the negative consequences after they imitate that behavior? So this video will talk about the consequences of low awareness on sex education. So I personally think that the first stage of sex education is our parents. But what if the parent is the one that refused to talk about sex education, thinking that it is a bad thing to talk about? So the children will not know about the consequences at all. So let's watch this video together. You can see it here. Okay, so the first scene is in the car, the girl with lab coat. So this might indicate ethos, where she has the enough credibility to talk about sex education. So she is posting something on Twitter, something about certain health risk about gay men. So I see here ethos. She has the credibility to talk about sex education here. And in the tweet, she talk about the ways to protect yourself from any infections by practicing safe sex, and this might indicate logos. So let's continue.
Okay, as we can see in this scene, there is a woman here wearing tudung bawah, spectacles and kain batik, and she is casually sitting on the chair while playing with her phone. So this portray an image of a woman or a mother living at the village. Okay, let's see. Okay, so they shoot this video outside the building, so they really depends on the natural lighting. As you can listen, as for the music, they use the suspense background music so that it will tally with the character's emotion. Based on what I see, in this scene, this character is currently angry with something appear on her phone. So this kind of background music will give the audience the information about what is currently happening in this video. Okay, let's see some more. Let's watch some more. Okay, as for the camera angle, the cameraman using the middle shot angle. This angle shows some part of the subject in more detail while still showing the impression of the whole subject. One thing I noticed in this scene, they using the subtitle. This is because they want to make sure the audience understand what the character is angry about. So they're using the yellow font for the subtitle in order to attract the audience attention, because only these scenes that contain the subtitle. So based on what I see, I can conclude that they emphasize on the usage of pathos. As we all know, pathos is related with the emotion. So this character, this woman, try to convey her emotion because she is in this scene. She is angry with the Dr. Adlina's post because in her opinion, she think that that kind of post is inappropriate for the kids to read.
There's two girls here. As you can see, they are wearing jersey, caps, and yeah, they looks like boys. I think they indicate that these two girls is actually a boys. They're study. And you can see here, they use the music. It's quite happy music. It shows nothing, no problem, I think. So yeah, let's continue. Okay, I think that part shows that the two boys are actually good boys. The mother come and it indicates that they are actually study and the mother is happy with them. I think there's no problem there. The music used is quite good. It's suitable with the situation. Next, let's start. Okay, they use black and white color here, lighting. The music is quite suspicious, I guess. Oh wow, they are holding hands. I think this is the climax. There's something wrong, I think, in this part. It indicates that it is negative. Shows black and white. Music use is quite suspense, and yeah, the gesture itself. They are holding hands. I think they are gay. Let's continue. Oh my god, I think this is the climax of the video. They are actually gay. Okay, so basically the scene starts with a portrait of font which is stated that a few months later. It's actually catch the audience attention because it used yellow color, and also it emphasized on the certain period of time, also a transition between the previous scene and the current. Okay, next. Okay, for the lighting, the natural lighting is sufficient in this scene and it kind of suit the scene well. Also for the music, the use of slow music suit the scene well as it triggers emotion. For example, we can see that a boy is lying on the bed and his mother is looks so worried about her son, so it triggers audience emotion. Okay, next. Okay, for the camera angle, the cameraman managed to shoot the scene using the best angle he can. For example, she started by zooming towards the son and her mother, and then she just do that as normal. So, after viewing the whole scene, I can conclude that the scene use one of the 5 kind of rhetoric which is arrangement. Arrangement refers to the order of the scene. In this scene, the scene is well arranged as audience can understand what what they are intended to send, to deliver. Okay, and then the audience can connect it with what they understand from the previous scene. Okay, last but not least is pathos, which refers to emotion. Okay, so basically there is a scene between a son and his mother. The pathos is portrayed when the mother is looking so worried and sad about her son's condition.
Okay, as for the last scene in the video, we could see that firstly the lighting was changed into black and white lighting, and I think they used this lighting in order to give impact and also to catch the audience attention and also to show that the scene was very intense. As for the movement of the falling paper, they use slow motion effect in order to catch the emotion of the audience so that the audience could easily understand what they want to deliver in the video. And next is the camera angle. They use a zooming effect at the HIV part in order to tell the audience that the character was diagnosed with HIV and currently dying. And lastly, for the music background, they use obviously set BGM to give more impact to the audience in order to grab the audience attention and to gain the audience emotion. As for the last part in the video, there are two quotes related to sex education, and I think the quotes is to emphasize the importance of the sex education in our country. In order to conclude, the overall of this short video, the canon of rhetoric mostly use a pathos element, and there is just a bit element of logos in the first scene in the video. That's all for us. Thank you.